All right, good night, Papua New Guinea. Happy 47th independence. You should be proud. We're proud to be Papua New Guineans, and right throughout Papua New Guinea, we want to wish you all happy 47th independence. And well, Api, how's your day? How was your week been? You've been traveling. What's been happening?
Yeah, Lawrence. Me and the crew went down to Hula. We went for kiteboard surfing, which will come on the show tonight.
Okay.
Lawrence got sunburn out there, but we did enjoy ourselves to see some kiteboard surfing out there in Hula.
Yeah, so that's exactly right, Api. The Pepsi kiteboard surfing, we'll feature that in the next segment. And in the third segment, the Rugby League World Cup, road to the Rugby League World Cup, October 15, man. I can't wait. I cannot wait. 46 live matches right here on MTV, and the Road to the World Cup segment, we have got an exclusive, an exclusive interview with the head coach of the PNG Kumuls, Stanley Tepend, who will join us via Zoom tonight from his hometown, Wabeg. All right, he's in Wabeg at the moment, so we'll be able to catch him on Zoom. But Api, my brother, please go through the NRL scores and all the latest, the Digital Cup. We've got the cricket as well, and the Rugby Sevens, which we showed last week as well. Go ahead.
Yeah, we got the World Cup and more. We're looking at the weekend scoreline. NRL Week 1 finals. The Penrith Panthers, too strong for Parramatta Eels, beating them 27-8 at home. And a big upset at Amy Park, knocking out Melbourne Storm.
Happy. Wow.
28-20.
Are you okay? You okay, Happy? You good? You're right?
Yeah. I'm okay. I know it wasn't our year. A lot of injuries, but I wouldn't say Raiders deserve that win. And a thriller, I tell you, a thriller at Cronulla.
Yeah.
Cowboys, golden point kick by Valentine Holmes, getting them the 2-point win over the Sharks 32-30 to end them the preliminary final spot to host whoever that wins tomorrow night.
Yeah.
And Rabbitohs, they
Too
just
strong, huh?
prove dominant for Roosters. Damien Cook and Cameron Murray, the captain, playing that game. Don't underestimate teams like Rabbitohs, especially in the finals. We should all look at the teams. And moving on to Hosepass Cup, the Bears defeat the Capras 32-16 in week 1 of the final. In week 2 of the finals, the Falcons coming from behind in the second half, defeating Tweeted Seagulls. The first half, Laurie, was 24-6, and in the second half, they fought back. And then moving on to PNG NRLC eliminations, Wigmen defeating the Tigers 16-14 to end them a preliminary spot to take on the Muruks, which went down to Gurias 16-14. And the ODI Tri-Series, finally, cricket is here in Papua New Guinea.
Hooray.
It's been a while. Yeah, and the return of international cricket back home here in Amini Park. PNG drew with USA on Sunday. That was a great match. I thought Barramundis were cruising there at the end, but the USA spinners proved strong to fight back to get the draw. And moving on to the Rugby Sevens World Cup results, South Africa, Cape Town, the Men's Championship Finals, Fiji, proving too strong for the Kiwis, proving too strong for New Zealand there, 29-12 win. And the Women's, Australia defeating New Zealand 24-22. Australia and Fiji are the champions of the Rugby Sevens World Cup. And moving on to POM Basketball Association's tournament, we have the men's last night's draw. We have Saints 49-33 over the Chariots, the Tamaros 56-51 over Exodus. And on Monday, the women's, the Chariots defeated Saints 38-21, and the men's Ultimax defeating UPNG 52-35, and that ends our weekend scoreline, Laurie.
Yeah, good stuff there, Api, and thanks so much for all the scoreline that you were able to give throughout the first segment. Now, up next, we travel to Hula over the weekend. It's the Pepsi kite surfing competition. Stay with us. That's up next right here on Sports Scene.
Welcome back to Sports Scene. We're here at Raukele Beach. We will see some freestyling of kiteboard surfing here in Hula. We have our locals going head to head with some internationals. Let's go!
Let's go!
Welcome back. I'm here with Andy Wong, who is a PI racing volunteer for today. Andy, how excited are you to be here in Hula, all the way out from Port Moresby, to enjoy some kiteboard surfing today?
Oh, it's really good to be here today. Hula, the wind and weather in Hula is always fantastic. So we've had this event for a couple of years now, so happy to help out.
How do you feel on this year's event? How do you plan on the event growing in the coming years?
So I think this is year 3 of the Pepsi Hula Kiteboarding Classic. So we've had more and more competitors each year. We've got racing, freestyle, and big air contests. We've got growing participation. So I think we're at 21 competitors this year. Good mix of people from Hula, Port Moresby, and all over the world. So really, really good turnout this year, and fantastic spectators as well.
What's your favorite part of the day?
I like watching crashes mostly. We're going to have the big air contest now, so we're bound to see a lot of crashes. Hopefully, I'm sure everybody will have fun and be safe, but we'll see some big splashes.
And I'm here with the events coordinator of the PI Kiteboard Surfing. He's not only just a coordinator, also a PNG representative, the only rep, I believe, right? Yes, yep. And this guy is a superstar, and I'm here with none other than kiteboard surfing pro, Benny Kali. Benny, thank you for joining us on Sports Scene.
Yes, thank you very much. I'm pleased to be on the team here.
Yeah, Benny, great surfing out there. Please tell us more about the event and your experience. I believe you're the only PNG rep. Please inform the viewers out there who have no knowledge about kiteboard surfing here in Hula. Yes, please inform the crowd.
Okay, thank you, Happy. Yeah, it's been a great day today, but we've been having a bit of weather issues on the wind conditions, been dropping lately. But if it would have been like really good winds and strong, like more than 20 knots, you guys would have got some good shots of the boys doing high jumps. I am the first Papua New Guinean kite surfer. My name is Benny Kali, as Sabi mentioned. I'm from Hula Village, and this event is the 3rd year now that PI and through Pepsi has been sponsoring this event for the years. And it was great to represent the company and the Pepsi company, which has been very supportive to this event in sponsoring the event. I have traveled overseas, attended many events in Australia, mainly in Townsville, Brisbane, Gold Coast for freestyle, and then I qualified for the World Championships to attend in China, so which was already attended in 2014. So this is more like my 10 years of kite surfing here in the village, Hula. And the winds have been very consistent, so it just got me advanced really fast. I watched more YouTube's videos on how to progress on different tricks, which I have acquired so far. Thank you guys for coming out here, and thank you for your support.
Thank you, Benny. As a Papua New Guinean pro you are, as mentioned, 10 years of kiteboard surfing. Wow, bro. And looking at this event, 3 years of kiteboard surfing here in Hula, what do you and PI have plans on raising some more Papua New Guineans who will go on with you for professional kiteboard surfing in the future?
Yes, we had plans when we started this sport, and we have already taught young kids from Kilmac, which is from Maupa village. There's a school there. We went out for an event there. We ran a course to all the students, school students, mainly like young kids. So we got them trying to control the kites and how the kite works and all this stuff. And I've got more kids from Hula which I have taught, and my brothers and sisters. So we're more like instructors here from the village. And we've taught more experts from overseas which have booked flights from their own countries so far, like South Africa, Kenya, New Caledonia, England, America, US. So we've taught like more than 100 experts so far within the past years, and they all riders from Hula. Like they learned their first time kite surfing in Hula, and then when they left the country, they're very grateful that they have learned the sport in PNG, where it is not our sport. So it's really an extreme new sport to the country here, but they are so proud that the locals from Papua New Guinea are teaching them how to kite surf. Thanks.
Thank you, Benny. Wow, what an amazing story that is. Kiteboard surfing, guys, all the way here in Hula. Benny, you're a great mentor, and I know kids out there and people like me who also wish to do kiteboard surfing in the future. We'll always look out to come and see guys like you, professional athletes, go at it here in kiteboard surfing. And I wish you all the best, and thank you very much for joining us on Sports Scene. That's it from us, Hula Kiteboard Surfing. You're watching
Sports Scene!
All right, good night, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Sports Scene. We are doing a Zoom call with the PNG Kumuls head coach, Stanley Tepend, who's joining us in Wabeg, in his hometown of Wabeg this evening. Head coach, Stanley, thanks for joining us on Sports Scene this evening.
Yeah, good day, Larry. Thank you for having me. It's good to be back home, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah, no worries, man. In technology, we're still able to communicate. The Rugby League World Cup is coming up in a couple of weeks' time, but more importantly, the PM XIII Team, that's going to be a day after the Digicel Cup, so a lot of the boys that you'd really like to see won't be able to play. What's the makeup of the team so far?
Yeah, it's been a bit tricky over the last couple of weeks, especially knowing that most of the Digicel Cup teams that are in the finals, we penciled in some boys there, but there's pretty much no reward for the boys that reached the grand final. So although disappointing for them, we've sort of just had to sort of adjust to the situation. We've still got 2 or 3 Digicel Cup players that play actually this weekend. I know that it's elimination round this weekend, so hopefully whoever progresses through won't make it. I know that the Korea's players, we have one of the Korea's boys in there, but we had to change that because they've progressed through. So and it's similar with the other Queensland Cup teams as well that are in the finals.
Yes.
Capras were eliminated out last weekend, so we've included Nixon and Mackenzie for the team. So it's been a bit tricky, but we've pretty much got a squad that we'll announce probably after Sunday's game. Okay,
no worries. So that's the Sunday after the, as we said, the Digicel Cup. So that's on the 25th of September. Now, the Rugby League World Cup, Coach, when do we know the final makeup of our Kumuls squad?
Yeah, so we've got a 24-man squad pretty much confirmed. Once again, waiting for some results. And the biggest hiccup for us has been also injuries over the last couple of weeks. We've had a young Robert Derby that played in the Pacific Test on the wing there. He's been ruled out. Solomon Wani, another winger, has been ruled out. Got Dilbert Isaac, obviously injured. And young Bailey Bionde from the Bulldogs.
Yes.
We had him at halfback for the PM XIII Team, so he's also been ruled out with the ACL.
Oh,
So just fingers crossed that everyone else is fit after the final rounds. But yeah, we just had to do a bit of adjusting, and then in that as well, like the final games are still on. So
Yeah.
But we've managed to put a strong 24-man team that will be finalised and announced right after the PM XIII.
Okay, great, Coach. Now, straight after that, what's the plan? Does everyone assemble back in Port Moresby, or are you bringing everyone back to Brisbane?
So after the PM XIII match, we'll have about 5 or 6 days off where all the players will be sent back to their respective destinations. And then we plan to be coming back into camp in Port Moresby on the 1st of October. I think that's just the day before the NRL Grand Final.
Yep.
So, we've still got Alex Johnson, obviously, still playing finals in the NRL. So, apart from him, I think everyone will be finished by then. So, we'll meet in Port Moresby from the 1st up until the 6th. We'll fly out of Port Moresby to the UK on the 6th. So, okay. I think it's really good for us to come back to Port Moresby for those 6 days, back to PNG. A few of the boys probably haven't been to PNG, and with the COVID restrictions and that, it'll be good to just have a few days here.
Yep.
So the country can sort of send us off.
Yeah.
So that's the plan.
Okay, no worries, Coach. I'll leave it at that. Very quickly before we end off, how about yourself, mate? How's it going? It's been a big year.
Yeah, look, for myself, like the Hunters was pretty tough. Obviously, we would have liked to have done better than we did. It was good to finally come home and play that final game. I think the boys did really well, and it even that last minute finish where whatever was called the try, I think it just resembled our season. But for me, the Pacific Test was a huge occasion. The lead up was, I just, I was quite nervous, but the boys pulled through and they did well. They all played well, and hopefully we can build from that and go into the PM XIII and the World Cup. So it's been exciting, but it's challenging as well. And for me, from coming from the Digicel Cup, Coach Michael came from the same way. And then for me, so it's inspiring for the local guys as well. And hopefully we can carry and put that through to the World Cup and the PM XIII.
Yeah, no worries, Coach. Look, Coach Stanley, we're right behind you 100%. And, all the games will be shown live here on MTV. All the Rugby League World Cup games will be shown live here. So looking forward to that as well, mate. Thanks again. Good luck in the PM XIII. And I'm sure when you're here, we'll catch up again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, guys. Thanks.
All right, there we go. Stanley Tepend, the head coach of the PNG Kumuls. He's over in Wabeg, but we'll be here shortly. And then, of course, naming the PM's 13 and then the Rugby League World Cup, the PNG Kumuls squad straight after the PM's 13 on September the 26th. That is your update of the Rugby League World Cup road to the Rugby League World Cup right here on Sports Scene. We'll take a short time out and we'll be back with more. All right, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Good night, Turu lo yupla olgera. Suppose you walk lo watch him MTV stop right throughout the country. Happy Independence. He put on the head blue you. Na you. Okay. We just had Stanley Tepend there talk to us about the Kumuls. Looking forward to the PM XIII on the 25th of September, and earlier on kite surfing in Hula. So big program of Sports Scene there. But right now, Api, just take us through the previews for this weekend.
Thank you, Laurie. Yeah, moving on to the weekend preview, NRL semi-finals. The Eels take on Raiders tomorrow night. Laurie, who are you backing for that match?
Look, in my house, my old man's Eels, and my wife is Raiders. So, you know, I'll sit on the fence here. Good luck to both teams.
I think I'll support with Auntie Diane there. We're going for Raiders.
Okay.
And Saturday night, Sharks and Rabbitohs. That's going to be an epic match right there.
Wow.
I'm going for an upset. I'm going for Latrell Mitchell to score.
Yeah, I think so.
Another try, and Alex Johnston to score more tries. Yep, and moving on to the weekend preview.
Yep.
Host Plus Cup Finals Week 3. The Devils take on the Falcons on Saturday. We have our very own Liam Horn, PNG hooker, on the bench. And the Dolphins take on the Bears. And the Burleigh Bears, Jacob Alik, who is also a Titans player, who plays for the Burleigh Bears, who will feature during that finals week. And moving on to the PNG NRLC preliminary final, the Muruks take on the Wigmen here in Port Moresby.
Yeah, should be a big one. Winner of that will take on, of course, the Gurus in the grand final.
Yeah, I'm looking forward for that match. And ODI Tri-Series,
Yep.
we have USA versus Namibia on Saturday. Then USA leave on Sunday. Then Namibia get to play Papua New Guinea on Monday. The match is deferred to Tuesday.
Yep.
PNG will play Namibia on Tuesday. And on Thursday, we have PNG versus Namibia, which is the final match for the ODI Tri-Series.
Yeah.
PNG beating USA in the first round of the Tri-Series. And POM-BA basketball, Monday, the women's Saints versus Ultimax, and the men Exodus versus Chiefs, Saints versus Tamaros. And on Wednesday, the 21st of September, the women's take on the women's Chariots versus Dolphins, and for the men, Chariots versus Dolphins also, and Spondai versus Ultimax. And that ends our weekend preview, Lawrence.
All right. Thank you so much, Api, and good luck to you all. I'm sure there's independence games that you will play right throughout Papua New Guinea. Good luck to you. Make sure you play in the right spirit of the game, but also remember that Yimiwok is celebrating 47 years of independence. So let's remember, why we're here, and we're able to fly this flag, the red, black, and gold. Now, if you want us to come out to where you are, or you like Sally Drawcam or even results, contact us on the numbers and the email address you can see on your screen there, 3129229. Email us sports@emtv.com.pg. Otherwise, you can direct message us on our Sports Scene Facebook page. Suppose you know all this, but Tripla, come and see us at the MTV office here at Level 2 Garden City, Boroko. Api, mate, that's all I have. Any special independence message that you'd like to give to everyone?
Yes, before I say my independence message, I just want to say Saturday, USA versus Namibia. I know they're not our homeland guys, but we need to go back, Team USA and Team Namibia, give them that support and show that Papua New Guineans also love international players and respect other countries. And I tell you, these two have very top players who played in top levels like the BBL, South African leagues, and the IPL. So
well, who's the Namibia coach?
Oh, well, Namibia have the South African legend, Mon Mokel, as their bowling coach.
Yeah. Wow.
Which is, I'm looking forward to watching that game. And to everyone watching Sports Scene, please, you saw the Pepsi kiteboard surfing. There was some amazing scenes there. Me and the team, we had a fantastic trip down to Hula. And if you have any more sporting events happening around you, please do send in a message on Facebook, as Lawrence mentioned. And a happy independence celebrations to everyone. Good night to all of you from us on Sports Scene, and please do take care when you're celebrating out there.
Oh, wow. Happy, that's awesome stuff. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic long weekend. Happy independence to you as well. And have yourself a safe weekend. On behalf of Api and I and the entire Sports Scene crew, it is good night from us. And yes, happy independence.